Tournament. I don't. I guess I'm not going to get to play in the tournament again unless I buy a ticket, which I'm not going to do. So can I look at the rankings? Am I still number four? I'm still number four. I'm likely to stay number four. That means I'll have to move up from Gould into an even harder tournament, which I'm not looking forward to. I wish I had at least one first place. And I'd rather get like not be in the top 10 to get or unless I get first place. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Um, yeah. Anyway, we did it. We reached the top 10, and now we'll most likely get into the Platinum League or whatever, and have even harder tournaments to do, which I'm not looking forward to. I like being in the earlier tournament leagues where I can get first place easily. Yeah, well, I got my computer starting up. This level has become a good level to grind on now. Now that the trick was to switch to the fire ability, which was weaker than my other abilities, but I think the damage is not that great. But it occurs relatively often, and um, and it's in addition to it occurring relatively often, it it makes the enemies pause while your weapons are hitting them, and it's not as good as the slow ability for making them pause. Except the thing is that after they pause with the slow ability, they speed up, which doesn't happen with the fire. So that makes the fire ultimately, apparently, somewhat significantly better. Because I feel like with the fire, I actually can't lose. Like I'm actually just grinding pretty fast. I don't really need to think that hard about the decisions that I make, which is basically what I want. Yeah, I think we're good. Wow, another double sword. I don't actually need the double sword. So yeah, it's not useful. Everything else that I have here is better. I think this is 43, and this is 85.6. Yeah, I'd say that this is slightly better than the sword for the space that it takes up. All right. I should take armor. I think. Let's replace this with armor. This is less good than the hook, right? Yeah, it is. Oh no, I should replace the sword with the armor. Wait, the sword is better than the. Really? Oh no, that's because this is rank 3, right? Yeah. Merge 3. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, battle. Oh, I gotta feed my cat. Let me just. I mean, technically he's not my cat, but he's living in my house temporarily, so sort of mine. All right, let me go feed him. I'll be right back. Lucky. The reason why I said Lucky is his name is Lucky. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I gave the cat some food. He's happy and eating away. I'm just getting a YouTube video out. Uh, yeah. Talk about the United States tariffing various countries.
Well, he's right. I mean, there is recklessness. Dude, what are you saying? Dude, what are you saying? He's right? Really? He's right. Is there anything this man won't allege? Be on the lookout in the upcoming days for Donald Trump to come out and do the classic spiel. Canada is not raking the forests, okay? They got a lot of shrubbery. They got too much shrubbery, too much.
All right, we don't need the hammer. We don't need the knife. I don't think. Yeah.
Not doing sufficient. He already did. Even the Fox business woman. The Fox business host is like, really? Like, she doesn't believe him. He doesn't believe himself.
this, this is pretty stupid.
Poisoning our air. Our air's been poisoned. Have a good
Huh?
relationship with Mark Carney, but we got to stop the fires up there. We can help them. We'll help them. But maybe they should pay us some damages or something. Or some tariffs. But it was terrible. I mean, you had business in particular, Michigan. You look at Detroit, Michigan, and that closed everything. Then it closed car plants and a lot of other things. So I've never remembered this happening. Over the last 4 or 5 years, you saw it starting to take place. I've never remembered it happening. Great, I guess.
He doesn't remember.
This is not only in Canada, but California does the same thing. Understand, this is the ultra left again who puts out these policies. They don't want Americans to have air conditioning, to have, what? What the are you saying? What the is coming out of your stupid mouth, man? What the hell? The ultra left wants wildfires. They don't want us to have air conditioning. If anything, you could make the opposite argument. We want air conditioning so much that our carbon footprint is destroying the planet, and therefore
Yeah.
has created this like inconsistent hydration pattern in the forest. The forests are more likely to catch on fire now more than anything else. Our endless appetite for profiteering has made it so that we don't have enough money in the bank for forest management. And of course, this is how the dry ass forest catches
I hate to get rid of this damage, but needs to be done, I think.
Climate change has made the
I guess I could get rid of the hamburger.
unstable that
Yeah.
first it rains too much and it's overfeeding the forest, and then it's far too dry. So now you have more fuel than ever before, and they catch on fire, and then it's far too difficult to put out. Cars and all the things that we have, the energy that we use, we've done more damage in a short period of time from Canada than any of that would ever do. It's horrible. It's bad for people and their health. It's bad for the tourism industry and all industries and all businesses. Certainly, Canada's got to straighten this out. It didn't have to be.
Yeah, this is good. But I need this potion. I need this money. Okay, there we go.
Example of anthropogenic climate change devastating outcomes to present an argument against renewable energies that would actually soften the anthropogenic climate change and reverse some of our carbon footprint. I am losing my mind. We are led by
I don't know. Poison's not that special.
we're so dude, we are so endlessly Americans look at every problem and immediately demand more of the inciting incident. We look at gun violence and we say, what's the solution? More guns, please. My only solution to combating
Poisoning the lowest HP enemy is not that great because the lowest HP enemy is about to die anyway. And then you poison him, and then he dies, and then the poison doesn't do as much damage as as it potentially could if it hit the highest HP enemy.
You know what our solution to these wildfires is? More
My opinion.
that makes us gay. We've got to homicide. That's the reason why these forests catch on fire. God punishing us. Hurt the environment. It reminds me of their energy program, which was supposed to be pro-environmental and save money, which costs a fortune and would have created and does create more problems than ever. It doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work. The Democratic Party.
What an idiot.
And certainly it isn't working because they're so far left. This should is a warning shot that at some point it's like super basic. We look at China's rise as a global power, and then we look at America's decline on the one hand, and Europe's force decline as well. There's like very clearly one simple answer. It's not even like an ideological commitment to socialism versus capitalism. I'm not even making that argument. But there is one thing that China does that we don't do, and I think that's born out of obviously capitalism and the endless need for profit seeking. And that is when there's a problem, the government looks at that problem and says, we are going to solve this problem. China, due to rapid industrialization, had a ton of issues with air quality. Okay, a decade ago, they had tremendous smog. They had cities that were rendered uninhabitable. This was a huge issue. So China did what? They looked at it and they were like, okay, we got to move away from this. We got to move away from this. Although it's obviously beneficial for us to keep using coal-powered power plants, instead of choosing maximum efficiency, they moved in the direction of renewable energy. Obviously, there was a lot of corruption within the Chinese system as well. Xi Jinping's biggest thing was he is the great eradicator
Wow.
of corruption.
These skeletons are difficult to deal with. I do not have like the damage that I wish I had, but I'm healing pretty well and my armor's holding up pretty well.
Like, I'm Chinese, and I gotta be honest with you, the government told us to do a lot of things that made our lives much harder to combat air quality issues. I can't imagine the U.S. government can implement a quarter of what the Chinese government implemented. I mean, there is obviously a much higher degree of autonomy in the Western world too. There's a cultural difference, whatever. But my point is, they identified a problem and they solved it. America, when is the last time you saw the United States of America identify a problem and solve it? I think it was the ozone layer. That's it. That is the last time I saw.
Yeah, I don't think we did solve the ozone layer though, right? Isn't the ozone layer still the problem?
It was creating and try to solve it. Yeah, CFC gases with the
We
ozone.
didn't successfully.
A massive hole in the ozone layer. That was it. I'm not even saying COVID, Chad. Did we deal with COVID? We tanked it here in America. We tanked COVID. To varying degrees, the Western world decided, some boomers are gonna die. U.S. Department of Energy posting during a recent chemical wave across the Mid-Atlantic, coal, natural gas, and nuclear power kept the lights and air conditioners on. The most valuable energy sources show up when you need them the most. Wind and solar, 6%. You better come to America, say we're sorry, we're going to mend our ways, and we're going to do what we used to do in the old day, and
all right. I don't think anything here works. Let's just keep it going.
It's all the ignorant Republicans of magazine Canadian forest should be rigged. This is the Canada's boreal forest. It is dense, uneven, rocky, and filled with lakes and islands. 910 million acres.
I guess I can get rid of that pouch now. I did not want to making much, even without much money pouring in. I still survived. I think this level has officially become grindable, which is great.
Here is Jake Tapper, who's totally, ideologically independent, asking Abdul.
Really frowning over the corpse of Humpty Dumpty.
Well, he's upset that in this clip that Abdul al-Sayed said that some people might be upset after Trump assassinated the head of state in Iran. And listen to how much editorializing and how leading this question is from Jake Tapper on the so-called objective mainstream news.
20 weeks ago, when Iran's supreme leader was killed, who told your staff, according to audio obtained by the Washington Free Beacon, quote, there are a lot of people in Dearborn who are sad today. So
the Washington Free Beacon is a right-wing rag. I had forgotten that was the outlet that had basically someone recorded him saying that we should basically be sensitive after Trump launched this illegal criminal war on Iran. We should be sensitive to some in our constituency that may be sad about this.
All right, I guess we're good.
Anyway, he said this privately as a method of campaign strategy. Do you think that they've probably also said the exact same stuff about criticism of the Israeli government, where it's like, we have Jewish constituents, we don't want to offend them in this way, like, how do we message about this? It's just ridiculous. But keep going.
At all.
Okay, let's triple this.
Interesting.
Might go back a little
because staff.
All right, so I think I should now quest.
Sad today, so like I just don't want to.
Right. I'm gonna do the
It's interesting because
the
the Ayatollah has killed tens of thousands of innocent Iranians, not to mention the proxies that Iran has funded that have killed innocent civilians all over the Middle East. Why were you worried about offending people who?
Let's move forward a little bit in the anomaly mode if possible. I don't know. I don't think I can even beat this level, but let's give it a try.
I think all of us ought to step back and ask whether or not everybody
everybody in Michigan, frankly, everybody in America shouldn't be sad about the fact that this president, backed by the prime minister of a foreign government, took us to a war we had no business fighting in. So yeah, I didn't want to comment on it then because it's a ridiculous pretext. And now you're asking me about the Ayatollah, who's dead, by the way, and you're not asking me about the service members who've died. You're not asking me about whether or not this war should have ever been fought. You're not asking me about whether or not the costs that are being borne by Michiganders in the tax dollars we pay or the gas prices that are insane right now are worth it. And so, look, let's have a conversation based in Michigan. I'm running for Senate in Michigan. And I think here in Michigan, all of us are probably sad about the fact
Michigan.
that we went to war that we never should have fought. I'd rather our money be spent here.
I was specifically asking you about
Yeah.
comments you didn't want to make because you didn't want to offend people in Dearborn, which is in Michigan.
Yeah, are you aware? I mean, God, the condescension. This is, Tapper pretends to care about killing civilians and is the biggest Zionist in the world. This is just racism.
Tapper wanted him to celebrate the decapitation strike of a foreign head of state because Jake Tapper, his Zionist ideology, wants that head of state gone. Like, America.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Responsible for a lot of deaths. Put a lot of military munitions in the air.
This is better than this.
People.
Yeah, these two weapons are not useful.
Like, the celebration of that violent act isn't really, like, appropriate either.
We want the hammer. Let's do it.
Yeah, we don't support a missile strike on a compound.
Yeah.
By the way, other things happened that day.
I need this.
I mean, this is
It's a little odd, but I guess I get rid of the ice ball. I hate getting rid of the ice ball, but
They absolutely are.
I need to
And
do
they
it.
pretend-
Let's go.
What's amazing is they'll pretend like Abdullah al-Sayed is the one that, and we can take Matt's camera down too. Pretend like Abdullah al-Sayed and the left are the ones that are fixated on Israel, but he flips the question.
Okay, we got a giant
in
spear.
the, right way in the way that he responds. I'm focused on Michigan. Yeah, what I really like what he's done is that he has reclaimed the America First thing from the right. This has been Abdul's, like,
Zoran did that too during the campaign. Why are you asking me if I'm going to take a fucking trip to Israel?
but I think it's even more pronounced with Abdul's campaign, and showing that I'm about serving people here. I want to reinvest. He's also at some of his rallies said it's all, a lot of foreign aid for Egypt, where my family is from, and so it's a question of resources and
I
priorities.
want
and
the
making that
armor.
foregrounding that
I
I
guess
think is
we
beneficial.
could sacrifice the burger for the armor.
We'll see this race. It's
And I want the
there have been some
healing.
bad polling that has come out for
I want
Abdul
this.
Sayed,
Oh, right.
showing how he's really fallen behind
huh.
with black voters.
I guess we could get rid of the hammer,
I
actually.
believe because there was also a poll that just came out today showing that he's doing really well. So we don't know, and this is just
Yeah, it's kind of sad to get rid of the hammer, but no, this one. But I want the healing. Maybe we'll get rid of the hammer entirely. It's kind of crazy, but needs to be done.
Being an example-setting exercise for
Okay.
anybody that chooses to
There we go.
support cutting aid to Israel, and they're going all hands on deck because a Senate seat.
These, it's better to just combine them right away.
And I also think that
Oddly.
given their racism, they are threatened by the idea of a Muslim.
Like, everything else is sort of beneficial to leave them apart, but the money,
in a state like Michigan.
actually,
So,
for whatever reason, it's better to just combine it.
This is the key race coming up. Although, of course,
As you probably already know if you pay attention to this stuff.
Okay, we have McKinney. I mean, but this is the Senate. This is the Senate. Then this is
Mathematically, it's better to leave them apart if possible. Most items, except money.
I mean, God. After Memorial apparently, worked on her campaign, so that was what that endorsement
It'd be nice
is
if
about.
Marla would say something. I mean, not that it could help with where Abdullah said needs help, but
Right. Well, she's not. You think she has 0% love with black voters? But I mean, and I'm sorry. All right, here's my last point on this. Obama is basically soft endorsing Haley Stevens by refusing to disavow the cynical, disgusting usage of his past endorsement of her in a different race in ads that are run by AIPAC all across the state, making it seem like Obama is
Okay. I guess it's okay. I kind of feel weird about throwing out a healing potion, but I probably won't need it eventually anyway.
That ads like that and people have
All
such
right,
an understanding
we're
of
good.
how corrupt they are that it's so mistrusted that they actually look up.
Did I have the
ads here.
music off? Let's turn the music off so we can
This
listen
is
to the audio,
the
the
kind of cynical
the
politics
conversation
that wants you to
without
be
music.
disempowered and misinformed. And it's a real shame
All
that
right.
Obama hasn't distanced himself from it.
It's
Not
pathetic.
bad.
And in terms of the politics I
Uh,
care about, seem kind of malicious.
Yep. All right, guys, gonna read some IMs and then we will get out of here. Ad hominem. I was sad that day, not because the Ayatollah was killed, but because I knew it meant thousands of innocent people were about to die.
now comes the hard part, the
Nobody
anomaly.
cares about the Ayatollah, Jake. Yeah, who gives a flying fuck?
Yeah.
Israel? It
the,
isn't like.
for all the anime lovers out there, Hickory Dickory Dock. Jester Maxing, Matt, what do you think of the Itsy Bitsy Spider? I thought it was a little problematic when they went back up the spout after everything they went through, but I don't know.
I mean, it's sort of a retelling of Sisyphus.
What happened to growth? It could have been a tale of personal triumph over adversity.
Here we go.
They went back up the spout like nothing happened.
Right. Well, that's more about you.
Okay, this looks a little bit difficult.
Shut up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The sun is the Grand Plan of Revelations.
Why won't these guys die?
I'm sorry, but Liz
Oh,
Warren
that didn't go so bad, actually.
as a Warren defender, as one of the only actually effective progressive politicians on a federal level in my lifetime, I don't think her endorsement means anything. Literally nothing.
Black Detroit is. Liz Warren's source.
We're just waiting on what Liz Warren had to say.
I mean, she's big at the barbershop. I remember from her campaign.
Brightly colored blazer. Sir.
Wait, what were you saying, Matt?
The Liz Warren barbershop.
No, I don't remember that. I blocked that out of my memory.
Okay, well, after the show.
Yeah, I'm sure. In the spirit of now, we talked about Michael. Michael used to really rip into me about the Warren stuff. So, in the spirit of Michael, we should find some.
This is scary.
In honor of
Kill them. Oh, crap.
That would be really bad for the show.
I'm going down. Oh, my God. That was scary.
I cannot do it.
All right, this will be a good opportunity to heal up a little. Oh, and I got healing potentially. How do I do this? I think I can fit this in somewhere.
On the left, a high factuality source said this decision paves the way for racial gerrymandering. On the right, a mixed factuality source frames it as a fix for Democrat-friendly congressional districts. So
There we go.
this is a major story that could affect the balance of power.
Okay.
In midterms, and without ground news,
Yeah.
it would be a whole lot harder to instantly see that partisan split across 200 plus sources covering it. And that's exactly why
That went pretty
I
good.
recommend Ground News. It's a website and an app that
yeah.
pulls together reporting from across
Okay, I want
the
this.
spectrum, so you can compare headlines
Um,
side by side, see the bias distribution of the
But how do I?
check the factuality ratings of the source.
Not that easy to fit this in here.
See who owns the outlets behind the reporting. Ground News also has a blind spot feed, which highlights stories that are being underreported by one side of the political spectrum or the other.
All right, let's leave it like this. Shame throwing this giant burger out, but yeah,
You can also
these things happen.
feed by interest, so it's easier to follow the issues you actually care about.
All right, we're gonna heal up on these levels. Without an anomaly, these levels are very easy.
Flash majority or scan my QR code using my link gets you 40% off the Ground News
I think we're good.
Advantage plan. You can also get the subscription
We're good.
through Ground News. I use it, I like it, I find it invaluable every day, and I think it's worth checking out.
These enemies are not hard. Wait, are they hard? What the heck? With no anomaly, these levels are still hard? I'm a little shocked. What? I thought this is like a level that was basically easy. Should be easy because it's like It's like I'm over leveled compared to this level, but yeah, my mistake.
Do you have a second for me to bring up the Epstein files and something I found?
Of course.
All right, so I'm in aviation.
All right.
The flight records. And airplanes, pilots are required to keep 2 records. They're required to keep the actual aircraft log that stays with the airplane, and then they keep a personal log.
All right, there we go. Now we're fully healed at least. Okay. Huh.
David Rogers.
Yeah. Why not?
Interesting.
And
That's such a generic name. It sounds made up, but continue.
yes, of course. With a D, RODGRS. Okay, bear with me. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
You're great. You're doing great.
So you go through and part
Okay, we need this bomb.
is the N number,
I guess we replaced
and you
the
can request
healing, which is too bad,
to be like a
but it needs to be done.
license plate, basically. So Jeffrey Epstein, his planes ended with JE, 908, 909, JE, etc. Well, there's this one plane in 530 GA. Doesn't really belong in this list of flights. And under the comments section, which you use for any kind of
Okay, nothing useful here.
Right.
Whatever.
Hmm.
John Roberts.
I could use the clock instead of my money here.
Can you tell us more about this flight, though? Yeah.
Well, this is around.
Now let's keep our rerolls coming in.
I would pull up the actual record again. But the interesting thing is the plane to me, because you can look up the tail number and you can track these aircraft and who owns them and whatnot. And this one doesn't go back to a Jeffrey Epstein; it goes back to the TWA. But Jeffrey Epstein
Okay, we want
purchased a TWA aircraft.
nothing here. I think
1979 Gulfstream.
we want rerolls instead.
But where is the airplane now?
All right, this is what we wanted. Nice.
Epstein died. It flew illegally into Guatemalan airspace, landed at a.
This is what we wanted the rerolls for.
Was offloaded by a bunch of people, and then by the time the military got there, they had escaped across the Mexican border, and they set the aircraft on fire.
Wow. Look, audience.
This is what we're talking about when we say we don't have like a newsroom behind.
Right, I would love to be able to fact check you in real time. Just have,
Yeah, you can look it up. You can
say it again.
There's actual in the 530 GA is the aircraft.
In the 5. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
In 530 GA.
Okay. Got it.
And there's actually a couple of news articles in Guatemala about these aircraft. There's pictures of it sitting on the runway, on this dirt runway, torched, just completely burnt, destroyed. And there's also a couple of vehicles that these, I guess, gang members or whatever.
Okay, the bat is stronger than the gun.
Before the military got there.
I guess we get rid of the gun. As odd as that is.
This is nuts. Aiden in Kansas City says hook this guy up with Pablo Torre. Pablo, maybe I'll try to DM him or something, because if he's been on this beat, then I'll alert him to what you're saying.
I haven't seen anybody pull this thread, like what John Roberts was doing on an airplane that was later destroyed after it flying illegally into.
So this lightsaber, despite being merged one, is better than the axe.
That was destroyed a month after Jeffrey Epstein.
In 2019, we have it here.
And who is operating Jeffrey Epstein's aircraft?
I guess now I can get rid of the money. We don't need it anymore.
Right. Interesting. All right. Well, we're gonna wait to verify it a little bit more before we put this up. But
Sure.
It's a good source for
I've
insurance.
been trying to call and connect about that for months, but it's just kind of like going up the knees. Or thanks for letting me get through.
I appreciate it, Cody. And this, that it sounds juicy what you're saying here. I would be very intrigued to look into this further, or for some reporter to do so. So appreciate the call. Thank you.
I'd love to see if you follow up on it. Thank you.
I will. Thanks so much. Marge Simpson anime. I just watched Zodiac. Is this Caller also a cartoonist? One of my favorite movies, by the way. David Fincher's a technician, and that might be his best film.
All right, get
Zodiac.
×3 reward.
It's really good.
There we go.
Although I rewatched Gone Girl recently, which it's not his best movie, but it's just so campy and fun. But I love the level of precision and I don't know, the technical parts.
Oh, I hit the jackpot and I got a whole bunch of extra stuff. That's cool. And now I also get to reroll and get luck. Okay, nice. And now I can. Oh no, I can't upgrade again. But I did.
Kawhi Leonard. I'm not sure I get that one.
Golden Girl was campy. I never heard that.
Yeah, I don't. Unless that's because Pablo Torre broke the Kawhi Leonard.
Oh yeah.
I didn't consider the book to be campy.
1984 movie about two border patrol officers who find a rifle, which, if you know anything about the Mannlicher Carcano, it's alluded to as the rifle used in Egypt.
I'm curious to try out the sniper book. We should try that out at some point. All right, we're making progress again. So I'm going to make progress on the Anomaly Knight, but I'm going to keep Jungle Knight for grinding.
Also, if anybody has recommendations like the movie Flashpoint, because I like Clute or The Conversation.
Blowback? Have you seen that?
Have I seen Blowback? I'm not sure.
Good one for that genre.
Yeah, that's my shit. Political thrillers.
Political thrillers.
Manchurian Candidate, that type of stuff.
Oh, I can push my sniper book up.
A little bit too muted.
Wow, I have more stuff to fuse.
Brainstorming.
Oh, I can.
Anyways. That's a good movie.
Whoa.
You're right about Michael Clayton. I have a personal history with that where I used to make.
I have a purple tux. Oh no, I have blue tux. I have two blue tuxes. We're almost up to the point where I can get the tux with the purple.
Okay. All right. Well.
I meant Blowout, not Blow. I see your movie there. No, Blowout with Travolta. I know it's right up your alley with what you're describing.
Interesting.
Okay.
Never heard of this.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12.
Something's wrong with this thing. I'm clicking on one thing and then it's showing me something else instead. Okay, now it's working.
Last night, Trump.
Oh, I have a purple suit. Okay, now it's fixed. I don't know what the hell happened, but I have a purple suit.
Fair to him in the 2020 election. I guess I shouldn't say it's the most pressing issue.
Yeah, that was weird.
But
yeah, now it fixed itself. All right.
Right. I would. Yeah, ballroom is kind of tied for me here with. Were people nice to Trump about losing to Biden? I'm sorry. I mean losing to Biden because we now have apparently explosive diarrhea. I mean explosive intelligence.
Okay, I want to upgrade this. I think. Yeah, let's just pay for an upgrade and see what happens. And now upgrades are up to 70. Oh no, they're not up to 70 on everything. It's just 70 for this. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the speech last night was.
So let's do an upgrade on this as well.
Basically, Trump and the White House and the FBI and the other.
Oh no, when I upgrade it, it doesn't actually. Oh, it doesn't actually turn it into orange. What did the upgrade do?
That China had an influence operation in the 2020.
I think it only increased my health a little bit.
Venezuela has the capability to manipulate electronic voting systems, but only in Venezuela and not in the United States.
Okay, let's upgrade this and see what happens. So if I upgrade this, it becomes level 2 probably?
In June, right before Tulsi Gabbard resigned as the director of national intelligence.
Oh yeah, the damage went up a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Delayed the release of a report that her office had commissioned.
Okay, good to know.
It seems like she was unable to find anything. Then was ousted. And
so yeah, I can always grind on Jungle Knight. And we can push forward on the anomaly mode. So let's do that now. So let's see how far we can push forward in anomaly mode.
claims
Dismiss.
supports his conspiracy theories about the election. And what's amazing is that this was the best they can do, and what you're about to see is that it doesn't even support that.
And I would just give some broader context so people.
How am I doing for time?
5 years or so.
35 minutes. I guess we can just end the video now. That's all, folks. Please like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Love you guys. This was lucky, very lucky. We got this full pouch full of gold. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Save recent gameplay. Full video. We'll continue this one in the next video.